I spent a lot of time last night going through the product lists from all my hauls, and it was pretty scary. I have to say, it was pretty scary, that big list. But then it was really easy to sort them by type and then say, yeah, this is one that I reach for a lot and I really have enjoyed using. So that's kind of the basis of this video. Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to do my favorite products that were featured in hauls throughout this year. I thought I would do this as a slightly different format for favorites. Everybody does their year-end favorites, and I thought it might be interesting to do a look back at my hauls and pick out the things that I really reached for a lot. These are by no means like my holy grail products, but these are haul favorites. So I'm going to start off with some skincare. And one of my favorite products skincare products that I hauled this year was the GLAMGLOW POWERMUD mask in this green container. I just love the combination of being kind of like a clay-based mask, but then when you add water to it, it becomes somewhat like moisturizing. I don't want to say oily because it's not really oily, but kind of like oily. And I love the smell. It's such a fresh smell, almost like, I want to say like kiwis or something. This is probably my favorite of the GLAMGLOW masks that I have tried so far. So next up I'm going to talk about foundations, and I chose two from this category because I feel like one is probably a little controversial and isn't going to work for everyone, and the other one is more universal and will work for more people. So one of the big surprises from this year was this Perricone No Foundation Serum. And I've worked my way about halfway through this little trial bottle. I just really enjoy this product for the weekends. It's a pretty sheer coverage, but I don't know, I just like the finish on it. It goes on beautifully. It has good stuff for your skin. It has good SPF in it. So I find myself reaching for this way more than I ever thought I would, which is why I'm including it. The downside is it only comes in one color, and I think if you're super fair, I'm not sure this will work. So I would say if you are super fair and you're interested in this, I would test it before you buy it. But gosh, I'm really enjoying using this. The other foundation that I really used so much this year was an old favorite, and it's the Laura Geller Balance-n-Brighten mineral powder foundation. And it is just been, it was an old favorite that I went back to, and I used this through the late spring, all summer, the early fall. It works so beautifully with my slightly oily complexion, and it's just super easy to apply. It's a dream to wear. It's super comfortable. I like the coverage. It comes in a huge assortment of shades. During the winter time and before I get too much summer color, I'm probably in the color Fair. And then during the peak of the summer, I can go to the medium or regular shade because then the Fair becomes a little too light. But holy cow, I now know why I wanted to go back to this. This is a holy grail mineral foundation for me, without a doubt. So the next thing I have are two mascaras. And again, it's my list. I can have two if I want. So the first one is this Tightline from IT Cosmetics, and I thought this was such a unique product, and I really thought it was kind of cool. I really enjoyed using it. However, I feel like it dried out really quickly. Quicker than a standard 3 months that you would for a normal mascara. So I don't know if that's just my tube of that. I have not repurchased this yet. I probably will because I really do like the way it went on, and now they have a waterproof version, so I'm probably going to try that out sometime in the near future. But I really enjoyed this and used this a whole heck of a lot. I liked that you could get so close to the lash line that you almost didn't need to do any tight lining, and I thought that was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. The other mascara I tried that I really liked was, again, from that Perricone kit, and it's the No Mascara mascara, and this is still the sample tube, and I'm still using this. It's I just really love the brush on this. I'm usually not a fan of rubber brushes, but I find I can really get in close and without getting a lot of mascara on my lid during the application process. And I like that it really has a really tight cleaner, so you don't end up with a lot of excess on your brush when you go to apply. So I really like that. It is supposed to have some lash enhancing ingredients. I can't really comment whether I really feel like that has benefited me or not because I don't use it regularly enough. But this is one that I also was surprised and found myself reaching for a whole lot. Okay, the next item that I want to talk about is the Hourglass 1.5 millimeter mechanical gel pencil. And I picked this up during the Sephora VIP sale this fall, kind of on a whim because, again, it's super skinny and I thought it was such a unique product. And I love tight lining with this product. This is so awesome that I have already purchased the 3-pack. I think because it's so skinny, there's not a ton of product in each little pencil. It says like 10 applications. I'm still on my first one. I don't use it every day, but I use it several times a week. I think I'm close to running out. I'm not really sure. I really like this. I think it stays put. It glides on the eye just so beautifully. You can use it in the waterline. You can use it as an eyeliner. You can get very precise with it, and I find it lasts really long time, and it doesn't really make my eyes water. Some pencil eyeliners really make my eyes water, so I don't find I have this as much of a problem with this one. And I will, cautionary tale on this is don't turn it up too far because it's so thin, so soft that it will break off. So the next product I want to talk about is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I use it in the shade Light Medium. This year I used up a whole tube of this and repurchased this at another time. I like it that much. I think, if your issue is not so much that you have to fill in your brows because your brows are sparse, that you just want to enhance the color and shape of your brows, I think this is a good choice for you. If you have very thin brows that you really need to fill in, this is not going to do the filling in part. If you want to cover up a little bit of gray, I like it for that, and I like it for just kind of general grooming. So next up is eyeshadow. So I bought a couple of single eyeshadows this year and a whole bunch of palettes. So I did pick my favorite single eyeshadow out of the bunch, and that is this one from CK, or it's really Calvin Klein, and the color is Evolve. And it's just such a gorgeous, like a purpley taupe color. It's, just a beautiful one and done all over color. I just love this. I'm in love with this color. So this has definitely been a favorite. It's one I looked at so many times and Kate finally said, "Mom, just buy it." And good advice because I am enjoying the heck out of this. So it'll come as no surprise to you that I chose the Vice 3 as one of my favorite palettes that I picked up this year. It is, I think, just such an awesome assortment of colors, shade ranges, mattes, shimmers. Yeah, this is just a really awesome palette, and I just love it. I will go ahead and include any relevant videos for products that I'm highlighting here, as well as a playlist for my hauls in case you're interested. There'll be a link down below so you can check those out. The second palette I chose was one that I picked up at the VIB sale, and it is from bareMinerals. And it's Magic or Magic Deck. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly. I chose this palette because I love the way it's packaged, and it is such a great palette for traveling. It has a nice big mirror, it has a great assortment of neutral to pinky shadows here, with different finishes, a really beautiful taupey color in the middle here, and a nice assortment of cheek products. I'm in love with the bareMinerals cheek products. I think I said this in another video. I often find myself going, oh yeah, I'm going to use the cheek color from that palette, even if I don't use the shadows. I love the cheek colors. So, and I just think this is super travel friendly. So I packed this with me for the holidays and used this on my trip. So really love that. So I have two cheek products that I want to talk about. And the first is this Josie Maran Coconut Water Cheek Gelee. And this is a little sample size in the color Pink Escape that I got from, I think it was in a Sephora Favorites kit that had like deluxe sample sizes for summer. Oh my gosh. I definitely will be picking up another one of these probably in the spring, because I find it really feels more like a spring cheek color to me for some reason. They're so refreshing to go on. I apply this with my e.l.f. stippling brush, and I just tap it in here, get some on the end, and just blend it out. And it gives a beautiful, long-wearing, sheer flush of color. It's refreshing to put on your cheeks. It goes on beautifully. It lasts forever. I really, really think this is an awesome, awesome formula. So I really love that. And I think she's come out with some new colors too, so I'm excited about that as well. And then I also I really couldn't choose between these two cheek products because I really love them equally, and they're very different. So the other one is the Ambient Light Cheek blushes from Hourglass in their holiday palette, and these are just divine. As much as I disliked the general Ambient Light powders, I love these blushes. And, you know, the fact that it's in a palette just is pretty cool for me because I love palettes. But you can get all two of these colors, the two end colors, from their permanent line. If the palette's no longer available, I would say definitely look at one from the permanent line. I particularly like this one, Mood Exposure. They're just divine. If you are prone to like over blushing, like what I am, sometimes I'm a little heavy-handed with a blush. I find this is a good choice because it is that marbleized powder, so it kind of prevents you from over blushing. It's not impossible, but you're less likely to over blush with these powder blushes. So the next category I'm going to talk about is lip products, and I have a lot of lip products. I really love different lip products and just find that this is something that I gravitate towards. I really tend to buy a lot of lip products. So I have two categories of lip products here. The first is a tinted lip balm, and I found that this is like a product category that really exploded this year. I did a whole video on these from the drugstore because there's so many great options from the drugstore. However, when I picked up that Perricone kit, it had a no lipstick in it, and this is definitely like a tinted lip balm. And this is another one that kind of surprised me. Like, I'm really particular about my lipsticks, but I found myself, for the weekend, to have just as kind of like a walk around the house color is something that I really reached for quite a bit. And it is just a really pretty neutral, and it has an SPF in it. It has a surprising amount of color in it, and I think it would work with a lot of different skin tones. I really love this, and there's a lot of product in here, so I'm really excited about this, and I use it a lot. The other lip product that I really fell in love with and used a whole heck of a lot is from Too Faced. It's the Melted Liquid Lipstick, and the shade that I really liked the best is in Melted Fig. For me, this is it. This is like a holy grail lip color. It's not too pink, it's not too mauve, it's not too brown, it's just perfect. Just perfect. And, I like the way it applies. I like the way it wears. This goes with so many different looks. I don't even know what else to say about it. But this is definitely one of my absolute favorite lip products. Okay, I'm down to the last two items, and one is a hair care product. It's from Bedhead, their Dumb Blonde line. This is the Toning Protection Spray. Here, I'm already on my second bottle and have put a pretty big dent in. This is something you use when you come out of the shower and your hair is damp. You spray it on, and it helps control the brassiness. If you are a blonde or you have highlights, you probably notice that sometimes your color turns a little brassy as you get towards the end of your color cycle, and I really found that this helped a lot. And it smells so, it just has such a really pretty smell. It's kind of a sweet floral smell, but it doesn't linger, like it won't interfere with your perfume, but it just is really pretty to use. I like it. Yeah. Almost, I think that might be a holy grail. And then the last product I want to talk about is a nail polish color that I wore a ton of, and it's from my favorite gel product line, the Sally Hansen Salon Gel Polish, and the color is, Plum's the word. So here's a swatch of the color. It really is just a beautiful plummy neutral that works with a lot of different color ranges. This is a color I reach for so much that I couldn't not mention it. So one of the things I discovered as I was pulling my list together, there were some products on there that I never hauled for you. Like maybe I picked up a single item and didn't save it for a collective haul, and it never got showcased in a video, which I was a little surprised at myself for not doing that. So I definitely need to do a better job of that this year, make sure that I kind of collect some of those things and haul them for you so you can see what I'm working with. So I thought what I would do is a follow-up video later on in January where I'm doing, some of my all-time favorite products from my collection, not ones that I just purchased in 2014. So I haven't really quite decided on the format there, whether I'll do a series of top 5 products, like top 5 foundations or top 5 lip products or something like that. So if you have some suggestions there for me, please leave that in the comments below so that I can take that into consideration as I'm planning out my videos. So I hope you enjoyed this format. I find that sometimes people haul stuff and then you don't always hear much about them after the haul, and I try and do a little bit more of that on my channel where I'll do a haul it on style video or showcase some of the things that I really loved from the haul, and I will continue to do more of that this year. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you liked this kind of unique take on annual favorites. So let me know if you liked this kind of format for future reference. And if you are new to my channel and you're just stopping by for the first time, I hope you'll hit the subscribe button and join me for some future videos. I look forward to seeing you very soon. Take care. Bye. And the dog's barking. Really? Yes. Yes, there's probably someone walking in front of their house where they live, and he feels that this is a problem. Come on, say hello to the people. Come on. Yes, this is my little booby who likes to bark at everything out front. You my little booby? You my little booby? Yes, you are. Oh, yes, I'm going to be covered in dog hair. Oh well.